Your boy Ngoon in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have got, yes, you saw the thumbnail right, and you actually saw the title, but I'll come back to that news, yes. But here's something different. Here's a stat. Thomas Partey has played 65 passes into the final one third in the Champions League so far this season. Only Toni Kroos, the only other midfielder who has played more, that is 69 passes. In Arteta's double pivot, he will be a rock solid midfielder. Thomas Partey was Arsenal's midfield stat leader for 2019-2020 season. Well, tackles made, only Dani Ceballos has been more. Ball recoveries, Dani Ceballos has been more. And take-ons completed, there's no beating Thomas Partey. Final third entries, Granit Xhaka better. Aerial duels won, Granit Xhaka has falls behind. So it looks like he looks like a very good contender in terms of he's got those numbers almost comparing. He's got better numbers compared to all the three midfielders. I think he stands tall alone. So I think Thomas Partey would do really well in Arsenal's defensive midfield. Moving on, Arsenal are definitely in shambles because the problem lies in a lot of their players not following certain amount of rules. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've definitely come back to it. I really didn't know that I would see certain kind of role models who would actually break the certain lockdown rules and restrictions. Yes, shame on Nicola Pepe, shame on Granit Xhaka, shame on David Luiz, and shame on Alexandre Lacazette because these guys are what they call as COVIDiots. Yes, COVIDiots are those kind of people who break the lockdown rules and do not maintain social distancing in outside their houses, and they are actually filming those. Actually, they didn't film it just for the for their showpiece, but there are certain people who actually filmed them who were there along with them. You know, these four players recently broke their lockdown restrictions. Pepe was filmed playing football with friends. Shaka and Luis were pictured meeting up in a park, and Alex Lacazette was photographed talking to a car valet on his driveway. The club confirmed that the players have all been reminded of the restrictions put in place. This comes after Tottenham players Musa Sissoko and Serge Aurier were training together, which they later apologized for on Instagram. Four Arsenal stars, yes, four Arsenal stars, David Luiz and Granit Xhaka were also spotted having a get together on Parkland in Southgate. Pepe was filmed having a kickabout with a dozen of pals in North London, with footage shared on WhatsApp. Also, he shared another footy game with pals on Instagram, and Alex Lacazette was snapped standing next to a car valet cleaning his Audi on his driveway. Now, here's what officially Arsenal have actually come up with a statement. They said, "Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We'll be speaking to our players. We were concerned, so we have spoken to Nicholas, who shares a house with a number of relatives who were involved in this game. We have reminded him of the importance of everyone following the guidelines." This is what I don't like. You guys are the reason why we are not watching football, and you guys are the reason why we would want to watch football as soon as it starts, and we would want you to be healthy and not co-idiots. These footballers, we expect them to be the role models, and out comes the time where they show that they're not mature enough to be followed by a by the lot of people that follow them. So please, guys, maintain social distancing rules. If you come across these about these news anywhere else, please do not follow the what do you say the guidelines which is set by these four players. Please follow the guidelines of what your local government, your country government is actually telling you. Please maintain social distancing. That is the need of the hour. Well, here's the reality about Thomas Partey's agents. Well, they have reportedly dismissed suggestions that Arsenal are in talks with Atletico Madrid over a move for the midfielder. Well, the firm, which is called as JJ Sport, they have denied the claims, and it is believed that the claims that his father actually spoke into the Ghanaian radio station. Well, it looks like the rumors of the talks that were said by Thomas Partey's father are all fake. Actually, this is what is said by the company that manages Thomas Partey. I really personally would not believe in terms of what is coming right now, because it's pretty much clear that Thomas Partey's agency would not want any news getting out of their hand or getting leaked, because it's pretty much simple. They don't want to Atletico Madrid to actually come out with certain things that say that no, I mean, this is supposed to be a secret. Why is this kind of news out? So here's the reality of the whole situation. Thomas Partey has a release clause of 50 million euros. Arsenal want to pay that 50 million. They're gonna talk to their agents in London. He wants to stay at Atletico. My opinion is that Thomas will still be in Atletico, but if they don't make an agreement, Arsenal will be there and snap Thomas Partey in an instant. Yes. Well, Arsenal's willingness to activate Partey's release clause in February says, despite what Partey's agents say to the publications, Arsenal have spoken to his agent in London and are very interested in the player, but Thomas will end up renewing. It is suggested that he will be ending up renewing his contract, but he's not getting the ideal offer from Atletico Madrid, and that could create a bigger problem for everyone. Well, not only that, an increasing number of Premier League clubs are actively discussing the possibility of bringing the season to an early end, with concerns growing over the feasibility of a return, even behind closed doors. The Guardian has said and actually informed that they have spoken to certain clubs who have raised a range of concerns. The most immediate is a fear over the medical security and medical safety of playing a full contact sport while there is a risk of contracting COVID-19. Unbelievable. Arsenal are in the market for a defensive midfielder, and it looks like Thomas Partey could could run the midfield and marshal them to victory, and definitely whatnot. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy whatever is actually coming your way. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.